Okay, so how do you get your first couple of clients for your AI receptionist without having any previous results and even charge all the way up to $5,000? Okay, and this may sound like crazy to you, but what I'm about to show you in this video, if you use this method, you are going to print fucking customers. Okay, you're going to get so many customers, it's going to feel illegal. Okay, and I'm not bullshitting. Let me show you. A lot of people think that we need to have case studies, right, in order to charge higher prices or to get clients to buy from us, or we need a lot of testimonials. That is not the case with AI. Okay, yes, if you're running a fitness coaching business, or if you're running a marketing agency, or if you're running, for example, even if you're selling a product, right, you have to have some kind of previous results. Okay, because if not, you're competing with thousands of other people. Why should they buy from you? Okay, and a lot of people think that if I don't have case studies and if I don't have testimonials for my AI receptionist that I'm selling, I need to just charge lower prices. I can't charge more than like a couple of $100, or even I can just charge like $1,000. That's not the case. Okay, that's not the case. Let me tell you something. First of all, if you charge cheap prices. Okay, if you charge cheap prices, you're going to attract what? Cheap customers. Cheap customers, they are a pain in the ass. Okay, I can tell you from experience, because I was like, people told me, like, I used to hear this a lot from Alex Ramosi. He was like, charge high prices, charge high prices. I was like, bro, if I charge high prices, the customers are just going to expect more, and it's just going to be harder for me, right? And the customers will be more pain in the ass. But that's not the case, okay? Because I was like, I didn't want to listen to that because it didn't make sense to me, right? But I learned the hard way. So I started taking on cheap clients. This is not for this agency, but this is for my other agency, right? And I took on cheap clients, and every fucking time I got a client, they were a pain in the ass. Pain in the ass. They paid like $500, and they were on my ass. They wanted everything, right? And they were never satisfied, and it was just a hassle. Okay, so just take my advice on this one. The cheaper your prices are, the worse customers you're going to attract. Okay, the reason basically is because if you're selling something for a higher price, you are attracting what? You're attracting high-paying customers. High-paying customers, they're a little bit smarter, right? They see the value. They see it as an investment, not as like just they're buying something. They see it as an investment, right? They treat it like an investment. They see the value of it, right? So this is the worst thing you can do, right? Yeah, I just need to get clients, so I'll just charge lower prices. Worst thing you can do, biggest mistake. Don't do that. What I'm going to show you is 100 times better. Okay, so something called the drug dealer method. Okay, no, you're not going to sell drugs. YouTube, don't shut me down. I'm not telling anyone to sell drugs. Okay, what I'm saying is, if we study the most successful drug dealers, what do they all have in common? Samples. Okay, samples. Samples, plus they talk a lot. They talk a lot about their product. They talk about, like, this is the purple haze or whatever. Let's say it's weed, right? They're saying, oh, this is the purple haze, and it has a brand basically, right? It has a name. Everybody knows. Everybody who smokes weeds know that, like, the purple shit is the best one, right? So they give a sample, and they also have like a good talk on it, right? What this does is, especially the sample, it builds trust in the customer, right? Let's say you're a junkie, okay? You go to buy, I don't know. Okay, let's say you smoke weed. People who smoke weed are not junkies, okay? Let's say you smoke weed. You go to a plug. You never met him before, right? And he's like, yeah, this is, I don't know, $500 or whatever you buy it for, $50, right? Would you buy from that guy, or would you buy from the other guy who's like, okay, yeah, this is $50, my product is the best, all of that, but here you go, you can test it for free, have a sample. You would probably buy from the guy who has a sample, right? Because you would trust him more, because you can try his shit for free before you even buy it, right? So that is why trust is very, very important. If you can build trust, you can increase the chances of actually converting customers, okay? But enough with the drug shit. How can we actually do this in our AI agency, right, that we're running? First of all, understand that number one goal in our AI agency is not to get more money. It's not to just close clients and close customers. The more you focus on this, the more you focus on the money, the more you focus on getting more clients, the less you're going to get of it because you're going to be desperate, right? That's the worst thing you can do. The best thing you can do is just focus on building trust. Build trust. That's your number one focus. Building trust. Your number one focus is not clients, not money. It is trust. Building trust, okay? Because the byproduct of building trust and having something that is trustable is more clients, more money, and a long-term brand that will last you tens of thousands, not thousands, but like tens of years down the road. Nike, Tesla, Apple, they have a brand, right? You can test their products. They have a brand. They talk a lot good about their product, right? So number one goal is trust. Now, how can we do the drug dealer method in our AI agency? So what we're going to do is we're going to offer demos, okay? Demo callers. So we're going to send them to our funnel or website, right? And on our website, we're going to have a section like this. This is live from my website, all right, from my agency. And this is Test Our AI Live. No sign up, just chat with it like a real lead, ask questions, and pretend to book an appointment. They click on this button, test now, takes them to a phone number. They can call this number, right? You can call this number and test it live, right? Now, building a demo caller takes 30 minutes maximum, okay? But the ROI on this is very high because you're giving away 30-minute once to increase the chances of you charging or getting paid $2,000 to $5,000 from clients, from high-paying clients, from not cheap customers, but from high-paying clients. So it is 100% worth to build a demo caller. And there's two ways to do this. Either you can build just like a generic caller that, they can just go and test on your website and it's just generic, or you can have like a apply now button on your website, which says like, apply here to build or apply here to get a demo, right? And then when they apply, you go out there and build a demo for them, which takes you 30-minute maximum. And that is a personalized demo, which includes their company name, includes their services, their pricing, right? Whatever they fill out in the form. That includes that the AI caller knows all that information, and your chances even got more up to close a client, right? So there's two ways. You can either build the generic one or you can build personalized, okay? Now, the demo is going to build trust because they can test it before they buy it, right? It is going to build trust. Now, another thing we need to do is, remember, as I said, the drug dealers, they talk a big number or they talk a lot about how good their product is and why it's the best. That's our VSL's job. Okay, we're going to have a VSL. VSL is basically a video sales letter. Okay, in this VSL, we're just going to break down in simple terms how much money these businesses are leaving on the table, how much more money you can make by just answering all the calls, right? They're missing out on calls. That's what we're going to do, right? Because they may try the AI caller and it seems cool and all of that, but maybe they're not convinced yet to buy because they don't see the value. Okay, it's a caller, it's a reception, it picks up the phone, but how does it actually make me more money? That's our VSL. Our VSL is going to break down that, right? And this is going to for the business owners that don't realize the value of this, they're going to be like, okay, wow, they're going to get basically a bump above their head, right? And realize that this can make them more money, right? Now, both these things are going to increase trust, and you're going to get a lot more qualified leads than if you're just sending them to a calendar link where they can book a call with you, okay? And this will increase the chances of these leads turning into customers and actually paying high premium prices for your AI receptionist, okay? Now, our funnel is going to be very simple. We're going to have Instagram page or, social media page where we're posting our AI content, showcasing our caller. I already have videos on all of this, like what type of content to create and etc. Just go on my channel and watch it, right? We're going to have that, right? From there, what we're going to send them to is our landing page. And on our landing page, they're going to test the demo caller live, or option 2, which is they can apply to have a personalized demo caller built out for them, which takes you 30 minutes to build, or even if you have a team member, right, 30 minutes to build, and it's a lot more personalized and increases the chances of them converting. The only downside is it's going to take a little bit more time. So the leads, yeah, they may apply there and then, but they may go colder later. They go cold later, so they just forget about it, or they don't really care about it that much. That's why I have like a generic caller that they can call right there and then, right? So you have two options. You can decide on which one you want to do. Then like they land on the website or the funnel, they click on calling the demo caller, they call the demo caller, right? They talk with the demo caller, like they're pretending to book an appointment, whatever, right? And once they are done, right, once they hang up the phone and they tested it, we are going to trigger an SMS, which is going to basically say, hey, whatever name, like, hey, Liam, thanks for testing our AI. If you're interested in installing an AI receptionist in your business, so you never miss any calls for potential customers ever again, click the link below to schedule a call with us. And now that they've tested the caller, scheduling a call, you have a lot higher chances of actually scheduling a call. And when they're on the call, they're a lot more qualified, okay? This is option one. This is the first SMS you can send, right? The other option is you send them this exact SMS, and instead of telling them to book a call, you tell them, hey Liam, thanks for testing our AI. If you're interested in finding out how our AI receptionist can 2x your appointments for your business, click the link below and watch this video, right? And then you send them, You send them this VSL, right? This is going to add more friction. This is probably going to decrease how many calls you get. They're going to get a lot more qualified calls, right? My tip is, if you're not getting a lot of traffic right now, don't use the VSL, okay? But if you're getting a lot of traffic and you're getting a lot of people through your funnel, send them the VSL because it's going to be more qualified. If you're not getting a lot of traffic, just send them the call link, right? Now, once you send them SMS, either they'll watch the VSL, right? After they watch the VSL, they'll book a call with you, or if you send them the call link right after they tested the demo, they will book a call with you, okay? That's it. Doing this will increase your chances of signing high-paying customers by a lot, okay? Because they can actually test it. AI is a new thing. A lot of people want it. There is a lot of demand for it. That's completely true. But there is a lot of skepticism around it as well, because it is new, right? And people don't trust it that much. Yes, there is demand, but a lot of skepticism. And this is exactly how we remove that skepticism, build trust, and actually sign clients, okay? So there we go. There is exactly how you can build demo callers and use that to get more clients. And if you need like more information on what to say in the VSL, how to actually make content, check out my other videos. And if you're even more interested in getting one-on-one help with me, I am doing one-to-one mentorship, teaching my clients from scratch how to build these agents, receptionists, sell them, make money with it, fulfill on clients, everything from scratch that I have known from my own agency. Click the link down below to apply if you're interested in that.